Welcome. Welcome in, y'all. I'm gonna welcome you in on my platform. And I'm just coming in today to give you a little talk on what we're going through. And I really want to talk about when I was meditating this morning. I just meditated on was really meditating on how getting a full understanding about what we're going through. So I want you to know that we at war at this time. Y'all know we in a war. We in a war. And when I was meditating about this war, Spirit brought to me and showing me and speaking to me on what this war is all about. This war is all about restoring. Restoring. This war is all about restoring your house. It's all about doing things in a new way, changing the hearts and the minds of people. Uh, this is what this war is all about, restoring. And if you can remember, I made a video on to live a fulfilled life. We have to restore things. We have to do things and restore things. We have to go back to the root of things and restore things. Well, this is what Spirit brought to me about this war is all about. This war is about connecting and getting people on one accord. Getting people on one accord. This war is geared, and you remember how I told you about in my one video how this earth is involved, and we're vibrating on this low level. But see, this is what's going on. This war is a connection between, I want to say, when it comes to the level, the energy is pulling the power from the above and from the below. Okay. And it's all about the good and the evil. It's all about the forces of the good and the evil. Okay. And like I say, we have to go back to the root. And the root that when I was meditating, the root that was given to me to go back on, and go back, because you remember I told you going back to the root is very important, because we was given prophecies, we was given visions of things that was going to occur through our lifetime, through our generation by generation. So that's why it's important that we go back to the root of things. Although I know we wasn't taught, and it's a lot of mess up with that, and things was hidden, and things wasn't put out there the way our history and everything wasn't put out there the way that it should have been put out there. Where it's up to us to snap out of this false belief system and put ourselves back into that motive of going back to the root of things to learn what's really going on. Because let me tell you something, they're not going to tell us. They're going to keep leading us and making us think this is this and this is that. And unless you go back to the root of things, this is the way you're going to be able to learn. This is the way you're going to be able to understand what we're going through. But that's why I'm bringing awareness. So when I'm led through spirit to say something, and I meditate on things and say it, this is why I like bring awareness and try to get you to understand and pay attention to and read and research and go back. We have to go back to the root. Now, what was taken where it was taking me back to is Ezekiel. Read Ezekiel. And I read Ezekiel, and because I was meditating on this, I really couldn't get as deep as I wanted to get to in Ezekiel about this. But if you go back to Ezekiel, Ezekiel was given a vision. He was led into a vision for what's going to inspire, what was going to take place during this inner time with the with these goals and these me goals. And I'm gonna tell you, first of all, let me explain to you what gold is and me gold is. I had to, because that's how, if you read in Ezekiel 38, this is where it's talking about. It's really talking about the goals and the Migos. And the goal is the people. It's the people who rules over a land. And the Migos is the in Migo, the land is Russia. So um it's all about the leaders in the land of Russia. So I'm saying we under war. It's like I don't we under war against the Russians and Ukraine. And I just look at it like this. They're fighting. I just look at it like this. So I'm just saying, allegedly, I'm just saying the Russians and the Ukraine is fighting. It's for real. They're fighting. But this the vision that was given to Ezekiel gave this vision for us to be aware of. This is why you have to go back to the root. And in Ezekiel, is telling the people who, who wedge against God, which is the evil and the good, you know, and it was given when the vision was given to Ezekiel, it's telling how this is gonna appear at the end of time. So we going back into that same pattern. You see the same cycle. It's going back to that same cycle, and how the goals was going to be the rulers, be rulers from the land of the Migos, and which is the Russians. And in the Revelations, which the really Revelations, we know the Revelations is the end of time, is how the goals and the Migos um are the nations, and they under this rule of Satan. Okay, so I'm just giving you kind of like trying to give you an understanding what this war is all about. It's going back to the root. It's going back to the root of things. And um um for some reason, when um it was given, the vision was given through the prophecy, all the prophecy wasn't given to us. It was some things that was left out for us to see, for us to seek knowledge on, and for us to learn. All the details was not given to us about the end of times, because for some reason it just wasn't put in there. So I just feel that, us going through this situation it's a message. It's a message for us to come as one, unify ourselves, and come as one and restore things to get things back the way things supposed to be. Clean up our act, clean up our ways. Maybe that's why COVID came. COVID came for people to start doing things in a different forms, open up their 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 hearts in a different way and stuff like that. Because I do believe in things have to uh when bad things going on, when it's a lot of evil going on, you know it's a certain way. I believe that things have to happen for it could get into order, you know for it to get into the order that it's supposed to be. So I'm just looking at it as, it's just we in a time now where it's time to build. People think that, oh, the war is it's the end of the world. No, this war is not an end of the world war. This war is a war for us to rebuild, for us to redo things that from that old way we was doing things. Like for instance, it's a lot of people that don't even have this knowledge or won't go back and get this knowledge, won't even go back and study the knowledge. Our generation, from generation, we was left with a piece. We was left with something to go back to understand the things that we're going through in this world. We living among a society, and we living among a world of a bunch of hate and confusion. And I feel we was given something to help us overcome this. You know, they say we put in captivity. Well, yeah, you could, in a sense, you could look at it as putting we in been put in captivity because a lot of us don't know. And the only way you be put in captivity to me, if you just won't come out that bondage, or won't see the come out that dark, and won't see the light to things, when that the captivity that we was placed in. Yeah, that's a lot of things in this world that was taken from us. It was a lot of things that was taken from, our society, and things that we have to build ourselves back up to getting, because I don't believe that, you know, we're gonna be destroyed by fire, and the world gonna be destroyed by fire and all this nature. No, I don't believe that Elohim coming back to destroy what he made. I don't believe that. I believe that Elohim them comes up with a plan to restore everything back as one, and bring us back as in unity as it's supposed to be from the beginning. I believe Elohim is gonna bring that closure to his people, and bless his people, and take us out the captivity, so we could be able to live among the world and have the things that was taken from us generation to generation. We have people like Martin Luther King, all these people, um Martin Luther King, all these people who done walked for us, who then fought for us, then stood in the line for us, then gave their life for us, that we shouldn't be afraid to, step that line and say, hey, enough is enough. So we really have a bigger hand than anybody in this world, if you really look at it, because we have Yah himself who fighting for us. We have people above fighting for us, rooting for us. Our ancestors are really rooting for us to keep things flowing, so we can have the best, so we can be blessed with great things and get great things. It's not meant for us to be among each other and be around each other through the hatred and the evil. That's what he's trying to separate. He's trying to separate the evil from the good, among the world. And once he do that, he can be able to you'll start seeing things come together on this earth and in this world different. You'll start seeing the difference. That's why he says it's time to clean up. It's time to clean up and be prepared for the last trumpet. It's time for us to do that, because we don't want to be caught up in this trumpet, the last trumpet, and we're not ready. That's what he mean by all that. It's like his people have to be ready. We once gave it away, so he don't want us to give it away again. It's all about staying strong, being a warrior, and fighting to get what it is that we deserve. We deserve better on this earth. Some that they're not giving to us. Some that we always have to fight for, when it was given to us from the beginning, from the first start, from the root. So that's why he's aimed. That's why things is getting aimed and directed in a sense of moving in a direction to where, you know, things is in it. Things are coming to an end, because he gonna fulfill his prophecy. His prophecy, whether people think it or not, no matter who you are, what kind of people you are, he's gonna fulfill prophecy, because he said it. He said, in in at the end, I'm coming. I'm coming back to build and rebuild what y'all think y'all took from me, what y'all think y'all took from me, what y'all think y'all stole from me, because my people will be blessed. No matter what, my people will be blessed. So if you his chosen one, you don't really have to worry about it. That's why I say, all the blessings that's coming down, don't deny your blessings. Don't deny none of your blessings. No matter how you get no blessings, don't deny it. Because it's only, I feel, y'all working in the favor of us, taking things from what was taken from us through the evil forces, and they still trying to battle us. And I know this stuff is so deep. I'm telling you, when I be studying this stuff, I have to really think about how to bring this stuff with y'all and how to come to y'all with this, because I know there's a lot of people don't even understand because they not into this. But this new age stuff is serious. It's going deeper. It's going back to the root. It's so deep. And this war we in is all about restoring. It's all about restoring. You know, people stop ruling over God's people when it